Golden Girls and Celebrities. The truth, the whole truth, the naked truth. All right, that is the book. It is available on Amazon.com right now. You can go to the link right there in my bio and go purchase the book. It's the book about sex and celebrity. Yes, it is sex and celebrity. What you want to talk about, that's what you want to know. Everything in there is a fact. If it were not, I would have been sued years ago. But I wouldn't be because they all told me this shit. And other shit, maybe some shit I experienced. But you won't know unless you get that book, right? And if you know like I do, you get that shit really quick because I really think it's only probably like, I don't know, it might just be like 7 or 8 copies left, period. I'm like, is that real? I'm down to just 8 copies left? And you didn't get your copy yet? What was you fucking thinking?
Golden girl, I'd like to go there. You heard me?
You buy Golden Girl is all over your box, baby. I'm here. It's a Sex and Celebrity Thursday, and so goes the story. You know how it is. Wherever Golden Girl goes, celebrities do follow. And so tonight, I just told you to log on, and I know you've been there already. You done called up your friends. You like, damn, let's see what's going on. Now, I told you already that my guest name is DEHAVEN. He is in the studio right now. And I just want to real quick refer you to the website again, because I want you to go there and I want you to check out. He actually has a couple of clips of some video footage that was shot, and you can see for yourself so that you are in the know as we discuss this situation. And I bring him to the table, coming all the way in from the city. Like, y'all came down here from New York. And thank you so much for coming down. I really appreciate you. You're going to have to move up to the mic or even grab it over to you, because he's chilling back there. Now, first off, how do you want, and I say because I know there are issues, would you want me to say that you are Jay-Z's former friend, his ex-boy? What's the title there? Like, that's why, because people...
Like, the original one? Like, that's my brother. That was like my little brother.
Okay, so Jay was like your little brother. I had to turn you up a little bit because you're not in the mic. We want to hear you loud and clear because they're going to say, gee, we can't hear him. All right, so Jay is like your little brother.
He was like my little brother.
Okay. And what's your name? State your name, character.
I'm DEHAVEN, man. The YouTube king. The YouTube cross the board, like, get ready to go platinum YouTube guy.
Okay.
Exposing Jay.
Exposing Jay-Z. Why everybody want to expose Jay-Z?
I don't know why everybody.
But you have a specific reason.
It seems like it's coming out, though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had specific reasons, but it's like one person that really had the right. You know what I mean?
Really? And that would be you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I tell you what. Now that you guys have been introduced, and this is, let me just ask you this first off. Do you know people in Philadelphia? You got people down here?
Tell you something. You don't know. One night you looked out for me real hard. One night.
I did?
Yeah, at Brave New World one night.
Okay.
They was like mad drunk and out of control. They was gonna kill us in Philly. You was like, let them go, chill.
Oh damn! I'm glad I was able to stop that.
It was real slick.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I've been messing with Philly since '88, man. Since after midnight and everything.
Wow, you took it back like a throwback. Okay. All right, and so, but the story is, Jay was like your little brother, but he's not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know who he is. Tonight we need to talk about you, Jay-Z. This is DEHAVEN in the studio. You got issues with Jay. Heated. I mean, it's just heated. Yeah. So what you going to do? Like, I was wondering, like, if he just happened to call you tomorrow, what would you say to him?
Wow.
Have you even thought about what would you say if he did?
I'm so far off of him doing that right now because it's been so long, since I initially did the first drop.
Right.
I've been so far. It would be a surprise to me. So I'm kind of off on that. Like,
do you think that you guys could ever get it back?
You know what? I that question came up before, but you know what? The trust is broke. So it's just like any other relationship. Once you like break that trust, it's just always going to be there. So I don't know if we'll never be on that level to where we was, but because I always be watching.
Okay. All right. So you just always never trust again, or you be thinking like, damn, this is only a temporary thing, or you know what I'm saying? Or you going to just...
Oh, I won't never trust him again.
Okay.
As far as trust-wise anyway, you can't get nowhere without that.
Okay. All right, cool. So, but now... we were talking about the whole Marcy situation and people there and their feelings and everything about him and the friends that are around Jay. Like, who did he keep with him? We were talking about Bleak, and you know what I'm saying? I asked, a couple questions about Bleak or whatever the case, and you said you ain't really want to get into that. You and Bleak, it's just really nothing. He wasn't even really a part of what you and Jay were doing back then. But who else did he take that was a part of this situation back then? Anybody he's with him all this time or that's been around, still around?
When it initially started, it was like half around the way was with him.
Right, but you can't keep everybody in your camp for that. Just can't happen. But so now, is it anybody that's still around?
Only one around that I see actually is Tata.
Tata?
Yeah, Tata.
Tata. Is Tata gay?
I never I never see him on there with no girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know what his situation is. Maybe he just. I think maybe he's bodyguard or whatever. I never see him with no girls.
How long you been knowing this man? You talking about you ain't never seen him with no girls?
Oh yeah, I haven't. I mean, I know Tata for a long time. You know?
Okay. So back in the day, he ain't had no chicks either.
Nah.
Oh, Tata, get down. Damn. But wasn't seriously like, I mean, you listening out there.
I never
We
seen him
already
like walking through the projects hand in hand with nobody on that other stuff. But as far as like when he was in Maryland, though, you know what I'm saying?
What? Tell it.
They used to lock him out the crib most of the time, so I don't.
Okay, he was that boy that they just used to be like, yo, leave Tata ass on the other side of the door. We got girls in here tonight. Don't put his ass in here. Hit nobody off. Don't none of them chicks want to be messing with him. He trying to suck what they sucking. I'm telling you, all the girl is all over your box, baby. Girl is over your box, baby. I am here, and I have my man DEHAVEN. He is here, and we about to wrap this thing up. I'm about to have a Corona, but I want you to listen real quick. Because, yeah, for you who think or who may think that, yo, this dude is just talking trash. You don't even know Jay. People are just tuning in, wondering what's going on. Giving you an excerpt of his song. He's going to wrap it up. He's going to tell you how you can contact him, how you can get the book, the DVD. Keep it live. All right, so I just wanted to... Yeah, DS, you get clipped, you in there. All right, so just know that. And I played that so that y'all could hear it again. How DS is a street dude. Lots of cats in the streets represent with him and feel him on that. But when I asked the question, would you feel the same if it did happen? If it did go down that way, y'all don't think that that's right or wrong? Y'all don't think that that's wrong?
That what?
If Jay did what he did, if he, if the dude did all that he's saying he did, and Jay is making himself unavailable to sit down man to man, and, let's just iron this out or whatever.
I mean, personally, yeah, I'm sure I would feel some way about it, but, I mean, I can't say if he right or wrong. We don't know. We wasn't there. We don't know. It's
that's why I keep giving you the scenario about it. Nobody knows what happened. The book comes out in December. Of course, we don't know what happened. But there is a lot of information on the website that will detail you.
I got to sit down and check out the whole... And then I had to sit down and talk to Jay. And then
you ain't got to sit down and talk to Jay because that ain't going to happen. So let's keep it realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, there are certain things...
In this game of life, nobody owes nobody nothing. You do you. You know what I mean? Do you best way you can.
Well, I like dudes owe me. Not Jay-Z. There's some people I feel like owe me. And it's real. Wait, hold on. For real, like, I'm keeping it all real. Like, I'm getting gangster with it.
Like 2 feet.
Sorry. So, no, I'm saying to a certain extent. Now, there's situations where you do things with people, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I might have put up cash to put somebody's career online. You understand? Right. And they may have blown up. And I ain't talking about just helped you out with a little bit of dough going to the studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about some real money. And you put it, I'm just saying hypothetically. You put up some money. You know what I'm saying? And your friend, like, you tell me this is what you want to do. And here you go, babe, take this, run with that, do this. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? You get it. And then all of a sudden, I can't even call you. I can't talk to you on the phone.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's a personal level then,
but
right
you know
there.
what, G? That you just gotta take like man and just like you just gotta move.
Well, I'm a woman.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying, like whatever's in the dark will come to the light. I just let him live his life.
See, that's what it is, but that's the whole thing. You keep saying what you just said. Whatever's in the dark, it's been in the dark for almost 10 years.
Yeah,
at some point, it has to come out. Now, if he had came out 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or whatever, almost 8 years ago when Jay first came out, like, oh, you first got on. Like, that's a long time to give somebody a chance to make good on a situation. It's been almost 10 years. That's all I'm saying. It's a long time that Jay could have been picked up the phone and said, dude, I don't mess with you like this.
He been trying to get in contact with his name.
Well, I mean, it gotta be on Jay's mind because he keep bringing it up.
On his mind. He keep bringing him up and putting him in a record. Hello.
So it's not like he just put it back in his mind.
It ain't like this dude. That's what I'm saying. It ain't like he gone and forgotten about this dude. I think you're missing the point. So, and like the girl said, so what? He put his name in a song. That's what they did back then. You mean to tell me out of all the things that's out here to rap about, you had to put his name in a song? Like, I mean, you have to think about it. Like, you had to put his name in a song.
Maybe that was Jay conscious.
That was, there you go. Hello.
Then DEHAVEN introduced me to.
Cadillac Talking Slow Jams, Golden Girl is all over your baby. I'm here, and so I have a special guest in the studio on Sex and Celebrity Thursdays. This is what we do. Now, first off, before we even jump into this interview with my special guest, DEHAVEN, I told you to go to DEHAVEN.com and see for yourself. This is my man who says that Jay-Z is like a little brother to him and that the situation changed for some reason. That's what we want to find out about, like what was the real situation, what's the problem, so forth. A lot of people calling in have questions. First off, he's here live in the studio. Wow. I heard. Did you hear, miss?
Yeah.
But then who? Introduced him to what?
The game.
On the other side. The girl is all over your box. I got mad cats up in the studio. Now, let me just tell you, first off, I got some more guests that I'm going to introduce you to in just a couple of seconds, all right? But I got DEHAVEN in the studio right now, and I got a girl online. She has a question for you. Now, remember, you still need to be 18 and up in order to participate, all right? Because if I had to make a guess at it, I think she probably was like 17. But she had a question for you, and it's pertaining to you and the Jay-Z situation. In case if you just tuned in, you should log on to www.DEHAVEN, that's DEHAVEN.com, so that you get up on what we are talking about. This guy, DEHAVEN, says that yes, he is a good friend of Jay-Z's. Jay-Z wouldn't be where he is today, perhaps, if he had not helped him out early in the game. Jay is not trying to holler back. He has did a bid. He came home. He's trying to figure out what's going on. He hasn't been able to contact heads or tails.
Thing went through the roof, man. I got my swag. Got a vocal from this girl when the man got.
All right. Well, I just had to play it again for all the people, you know what I'm saying, who just tuned in, who like, what song? I never heard his name, whatever.
Yeah, man,
And they heard, all right? There you go. And you just love the way I mixed it on up there, man. Going down right here from the board, man.
But,
All right. So Daryl is online.
check. Oh, Daryl on the line?
Yeah, well, but we were going to say what?
Yeah, I was going to tell you about, for real, this next piece I just put on my website.
Okay.
Serious. Y'all need to really check that out. So I'm letting y'all know that it ain't just about me.
Right,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
It's about a crew of
a whole
people
bunch of people.
that was left
You know what I'm
behind.
saying? I was left behind. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And, you know, I'm going to, everything I show you and put out there is going to be fact. You know what I'm saying?
How
it ain't
are the
gonna be
people
hard
at
to read.
Marcy, other than you
Uh-huh.
and maybe a couple people, just overall?
What?
Like, how do the people at Marcy feel? Like, if you had to just take a survey and say, you know, how many people at Marcy do people feel some type of way like Jay just forgot about all of us? I'm talking about that. People that ain't had nothing to do with his coming up or whatever, but just represent in the hood. How do you feel? Are they just proud, you know, Jay represents? How do you feel?
Well, the kids probably wondering why I ain't coming around anymore, but we know why I ain't coming around.
Right. So, all right, the kids are wondering
Yeah,
or whatever
but
the case, but other than
Since
that.
I put this out, though, and a lot of people is now, like, they just, you know what I mean? They really seeing it for what it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So attitude change.
Yeah. Actually, I got some uncut footage. I'm going to put that on my website, too, with people speaking out in the projects about
Wow.
how they feel.
So people from
I'm going to
Marcy
throw that
talk.
in there on bonus on my website.
Damn,
I
it's a
probably can see that
bonus.
this week.
Oh,
That
okay.
was taped on Marcy Day, so actually that's like everybody in the projects out that day.
Right, okay.
So-
Did Jay come?
Of course not.
Oh, I mean, hey, we just want to know.
Of course not. None of them showed. I'm trying to figure out.
Nobody showed.
Nobody showed.
Isn't Memphis Bleak from Marcy?
Yeah,
No.
I don't. Yeah, but I know that was gonna be a no show.
Oh, okay.
Not this,
All
you know. I try to stay out of that young stuff.
Right.
Bleak was in Panthers, so I don't.
Okay.
That's why I didn't even mention it.
Okay, all right.
Me and his mom is cool.
Okay, all right, cool. There you have it. Because me and Bleak cool, too. So.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He good with me. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But you know, he could have gave me J number one time.
but
Yeah,
put yourself in his boots.
Yeah,
like
but-
Jay, that's Jay Boy. I mean,
Nah.
Bleak.
I gave him
But wait,
his first gun. What are you
Bleak.
talking
This.
about?
Wait, but you gave who they first gun?
I like
Hold
it.
up.
I like it.
For real, that nigga was going to the store for my mom. You know, I was like, yo, for real, you don't even gotta sell that, man. Go ahead, go to the store for my mom's and keep the change and stuff like that. You know
Right.
What I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I mean? His brother, my dude, though. You know, Bleak changed with Jay, so
Yeah, but I mean, Bleak is Jay, man. You gotta look at it like this, through everybody else that's been in J Camp. Bleak is the only one that's still there. Like, Bleak is not going to let no, giving a number.
You know, listen.
Look, he ain't going to give you no number or nobody else. He ain't messing up that situation with him and Jay.
I understand.
He like, I'm the last of the Mohicans to ride this out. He don't care what you say. He don't care what his mother say. Yeah. He riding out with Jay. I'm telling you, the boy ain't going nowhere.
He's cool. Like I said, I try not to mention him because me and his mom's cool. But for real, he know. He could ask, ask me, run around the back door and headache. You good? You all right? You know what I'm saying?
He gonna get around the back door.
They don't know how to move strategically like real dude. You know what I'm saying? If him still holler at me like, you know what, headache, you looked out for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against you. This is what
even when I was in Pampers.
Ty, you know what I'm saying?
Ty. He gay.
Yo, you know what?
I mean, I just
because
can't.
He always with a man, Jay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna pay bills, y'all. Come back down.
It's Sex and Celebrities Thursdays with Golden Girl.
Yes, my man, 50 grand. Nia is coming to town. It's going down Friday, October 19th. It's Powerhouse. I'm talking Swiss Beats will be there. The girl, Philly's own EVE and Cassidy, along with Kanye West. Titta is coming, and he is beating 50 in sales, in case you did not know, okay? The word is 50 going out and told Interscope to purchase 300,000 copies of the CD so that he beats the sales of Kanye by next week. Now, that's the word. I don't know. We'll see if it's true or not. And who else is going to be at Powerhouse? Mario is going to be at Powerhouse. Who else you need there? Trey Songz is going to be there. Somebody's going to be there. That girl, Rihanna, she's going to be there too. And Beyonce is going to come and punch her in the eye. Sorry, she ain't going to punch her, but she going to be looking in her eye like, you've had half of me, bitch.
Ew.
Jay is my man. I'm about to roll. I'm about to roll. Yeah, I'm trying to get out the building too, right? I ain't about to roll nowhere, but my guests are about to leave, and I got Ox over there. Let me wrap this up with you, baby, because you come through and you show me mad love, and we got things. We're going to do a reggae party. We're going to just, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah,
it's you really why I come through here, Golden, but I come in and I see a real Buffalo soul to DEHAVEN, and I respect him.
Do you know my man Billy Bonton? Do you know Billy Bonton?
Of course.
That's my man.
Of course.
Yo, they got my DVDs at his store too, y'all. They got the Chicks with Chicks DVDs, 5920 Market Street. That's my man, Billy Bonton.
Alright, we do that. I respect Billy because he was always be with us, blazing hot records.
He
always be a part of our business, our production. So I know you know that, Golden Girl. That's why I know you, my family.
There you go.
You know what I mean? People see me up here in Power 99 thinking that you just have me up here as an actor. We family.
There you go. Sure.
And I'm not going to be switching. I'm rich, but I don't switch.
Damn.
Never do that.
Rich, but don't switch.
And I respect you for being here. And I respect my boy D. Because he came and expressed himself.
Yes, he did.
And I'm with him 100%. I mean, Jay-Z is my boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm in the industry. Yeah. And they never suspect me. Right. Because they know better than that. But I'm just saying that. But, it's a game, though. In Jamaica, I'm from Jamaica. And I've seen hip-hop collaborate with reggae 100% right now. Why? Because America capacity is way overboard our capacity, but we are sold. Jamaica only can carry like 3.5 million people, but 1 million of that can fight.
Thank you so much. I tell you what, I got DEHAVEN still here. He's about to roll out too, but he got some last minute things he needs to say to you. I'm gonna pay some bills and come back. Thank you again. Line Talking Slow Jams, Golden Girl is all over your box, boy. I'm telling you. If it goes down, it goes down right here. You ought to know.
Wherever Golden Girl goes, celebrities follow. Sex and Celebrities, exclusively.
I'm ready. Damn. Boy, people in New York calling. Phones popping. People texting. I got my $5 Coronas like we in a club. Why my Coronas cost $5? Oh, my God. Miz, can we open this with a key? Oh my goodness, boy, I tell you. I get my little, drink on, because y'all didn't just, y'all got my head spinning now. You got all this Jay-Z talk going on, this tie-tie gayness and everything.
It's a big thing now.
Oh, shout outs to my man's Ox. He going out there to hang out with my peoples down there, Pier 24 tomorrow. I'm going through too. We all going to go eat. Y'all got my food. We going down Pier 24 now. Look, they just called like, gee, we got you. We hooking you up. I'm looking through now like somebody go open up the damn restaurant. I'm hungry. But I'll be there tomorrow. It's going down. All right, now listen.
Yeah, what up?
DEHAVEN is in the studio. Log on to www.dehaven.com. That's DEHAVEN.com. You caused a lot of problems. You stirred a lot of controversy, a lot of issues up here tonight.
I'm just trying to make it better, man. I'm trying to make it better for the next man. I'm trying to make it the platform set for everybody.
Okay.
We living in a new time now. It's about getting money, taking care of your family. Right. All this hate and stuff got to stop.
All right, so real quick, let me just give everybody in brief because you're about to roll out. Right. DEHAVEN claims that, and I say claim because, this is what it is. It's a claim.
Yeah.
All right, you claim that you and Jay-Z came up together. You've been knowing them since how old? Just give us an age.
Man, fourth grade.
Fourth grade. Damn, that's a long time. Yeah. All right, so you've been knowing Jay since fourth grade. And you helped him get in the studio. Times was hard. He ain't have money. He was slinging a little bit. You was like, don't even go that route. Here you go. Take this change. Run, go do what you need to do in the studio to help hone your craft. Right. All right. So you helped him out. Y'all was cool. Now I gotta ask this question because this was the one thing that we just laughed about when you said even when y'all got burnt together, your mom took y'all to the doctor to get it cleared up.
Yeah.
What did y'all have?
Back then, unfortunately, you get a shot and go home.
Yeah, right.
A little drip and you out of there.
Okay, all right. So y'all had gonorrhea.
Yeah, something.
I
got the pills, man. I couldn't take the needle.
Okay, so Jay got the needle for his gonococcals. You took the pills, all right? So, but your mom took y'all to the doctor, and
she did a lot more though. That's the whole.
She got out of jail before. Did you ever go to jail?
Yeah, well, hardly. If you go in the precinct and don't go past that, I don't know if that comes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you've been locked up, but you never did a bid for real. Right. Okay. All right. Cool. So, but the bottom line is, you say that he ain't show no love. It's years. You tried to contact him. He won't contact you. You really don't know why. You want from him to find out what happened.
Yeah. And basically now it's just down to what happened.
Okay. It's down to what happened. Somebody called in earlier and said if he cut you a check, then what? If he calls and says, look here, man, I'm cutting you a check, just shut up. Take that issue off DVD off right now. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I'm like, damn, the audio was like crazy. You couldn't even hear it. But let me just tell you, bottom line is Jay ass was burning. They both were. And they shared that. And so Jay was like, I'm gonna get mine over quick. He took a shot while DEHAVEN took the pills. And who knows? There's a lot of STDs that's been swirling around in the industry for a long time, and people have just been burning their ass off and passing it around to everybody. And so that was one. And so if you just tuned in, you really missed a lot. You can go back when the show is over and you can listen to the whole thing and everything. And then you can get ready for tomorrow when I come back, because I have more of DEHAVEN. Plus, not only do I'm going to wrap up the rest of DEHAVEN's interview tomorrow. So if you didn't see yesterday, Go back and watch yesterday. You still got time. It's still up there and everything. And this particular interview, which was crazy, it's still going to be there. You can share, like, subscribe, comment. I didn't see too many of your comments up here. I guess everybody was just looking and looking hard. But I want to let you know that your comments are definitely welcome. And I will definitely post your stuff. And he gave you a lot of nuggets in there. He said he'd been knowing Jay-Z since they was in the 4th grade. That's a long time. And that's a lot of history and stuff that he know. He said his mom did a lot for Jay-Z. He said his mom and Jay-Z mom was best friends back in the day. But when Jay-Z cut him off, Jay-Z mom cut his mom off too. So it was like, mom, don't mess with her no more, because I ain't messing with him no more, and so forth and so on. But he was really wanting to know what it was, what it is, the reason why once he got locked up and he went to jail for 10 months. That's DEHAVEN. He went to jail for 10 months. 10 months later, Jay ain't know him. And it's like really crazy if you think about it. I asked him at the time, do you think that other people told Jay to leave you alone, to cut you off or whatever? He's like, every man is their own man. And that's true too. Like, you do what you want to do. So I don't know. But what we do know is that DEHAVEN actually has, he has his whole documentary and everything. It's out there and it's available. And you can actually go and see it. And so I'm going to see if I can get DEHAVEN to come and give me an update now as to whether or not he has gotten in touch with Jay-Z, if Jay has called him since the documentary aired. He spoke about Marcy and how the people of Marcy feel on Marcy Day, whether or not Jay-Z came through, or whatever happened. All of those things are in the interview, and the last part of this interview will be tomorrow. But then there's a lot of stuff that took place in Philly. Like in Philly, you know, I call it Rockefeller because Jay came to Philly, grabbed beans, everybody, a whole bunch of rappers. And at that time, it was Philly Rock. And that was a great time to be alive. Like Philly Rock was crazy. Jay was in the city all the time. And everybody was making music. Everybody was happy. But there are some things that happened that even when I listen to other people talk about, they never really talk about because they don't know. They wasn't there. They wasn't a part of it. They don't know the naked truth. And I do. And that's what I'm talking about. I want you to be here tomorrow because I am going to tell you that I already did a show like a year or so ago. And I got calls at the time and I took the show down. Like they was like, oh, you need to take that down, blah, 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 blah. But here we are in the year 2024 and the naked truth will be told. Like, all the stories that people are telling and putting out there, I'm like, what? Why should I hold on to these secrets anymore? Like, unless these are secrets that are going to tear somebody down. Like, I've never been into that. That ain't my twist. That ain't my thing. But putting out the naked truth, and these are stories that other people have spoke of. I didn't make it up. I didn't come up with it. They told me about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people told me some things, and at the time when they told me, they said, gee, this right here, I'm going to tell you this, but don't say anything about it. If somebody asked me not to say something about it, and I promised them that I wouldn't say anything about it, I still hold those promises to this day. All right? In this particular case, DEHAVEN never said, gee, don't say anything about it. This actually aired already. It was just a long time ago, and a lot of people forget a lot of things, but I can clearly tell you that part 3 will have some other stuff in there that will just make you shake your head. And I also want to play that show that I did a year ago. I'm going to put it right on this podcast, and I'm going to let you hear all the stuff, or at least a lot of the stuff that happened in Philly that had to do with Jay-Z that I know you never heard. It's just no doubt in my mind you never heard about it. But I'm going to let you hear about it tomorrow. And I had actually gotten to like a big deal with me and Kobe Cole. It played out on the air and everything. And, you know, there was some stories and some things that happened that you didn't know about, but you're going to find out about because you're going to be here. You're going to subscribe. So at 2 o'clock, not at 2:15, not at 2:20, you just rolling in and you catching half of it. You're like, what happened? Nah, be here from the door. All right. And you will find out everything you need to know. Now, DEHAVEN, Jay-Z, that is one story. And that's a major story because DEHAVEN is still out here telling his stories. Like I said, he got the whole documentary and everything. Marcy made, and he was made. And on this particular one, I also want to send a rest in peace shout out to Louis Rankin. Yes, he was on here too, and I have his full interview tomorrow. So I got a lot of stuff for y'all lined up. That, of course, was the guy from Belly, and everybody loved Louis Rankin. You know what I'm saying? He was from Belly, and he definitely. Let me just see here. I was trying to go back and pull the picture of him. It's just so much stuff that happened that you didn't know about, but you're going to find out about, because I'm no longer holding anybody's secrets. Like, that's over. Holding people's, there he is, Louis Rankin. He passed a couple of years ago. I want to send my rest in peace shout out to him, but he too came and I interviewed him. And I interviewed a lot of people. It's just a lot of people. And they all spoke it from their mouth. I didn't coerce anything. They wanted to come tell the Golden Girl whatever was going on in their life. And with him, it was all about Belly. And so you'll hear that interview. You know, I interviewed DMX many times. X came through, and X actually had some stuff to say about Jay-Z back then that later on other people were asking him questions about what they heard on my show. But I'm the originator. You understand? I'm back at it. And yes, I'm going to have a lot of people that you're going to want to hear. And then it's going to be a lot of newer people. Like, I did a show about Triple X and Drake the other day. You can just look through on my page and you'll see that I talk about the whole situation, because I don't like the fact that it's out there and nothing's really being done about it now. Drake may be going to get depositioned soon, and that would be a good thing. He need to be depositioned about Triple X. But if you want to check out the show that I did the other day, go ahead and look through. Like I said, just subscribe, get in where you fit in, share, like, get the comments up, all that kind of stuff. And this joint do what it's supposed to do. But yes, I had a question the other day. Is Drake next? Because he got a lot of stuff that's been exposed through Kendrick Lamar songs and just what he's been doing. And the fact that he is suing UMG is just unbelievable. Like, I know he ought to know that them Jew boys ain't gonna sit back and just let him do what he doing and try to, you heard in this interview that I did here, you actually heard me talk about, because this was at the time when 50 Cent and Kanye was beefing about who was going to sell most. And while they were beefing, the story came out back then. The industry heard about it and knew about it, that 50 Cent was trying to get the record company to purchase 300,000 copies. This was just heard in the interview that I just played for y'all. 300,000 copies he wanted his record company to purchase, was alleged, to purchase so that he could beat Kanye's sales when they both dropped their shit on the same day. And that was crazy, because when you listen to Drake now talking about he believes that the record company did this, that, and the third for Kendrick Lamar, which I personally, I don't believe it. And the reason why I don't believe it is because I know everywhere we went, anywhere and everywhere, that's all they've been playing. Especially over here, I'm right here in California, that's all they was playing, was straight up Kendrick Lamar, and still is. Record company still playing. Let me see here. Hold on, somebody making comments right here. PSI PHIR. I don't know how you pronouncing that, so I just had to spell it out. But he had a couple of comments, said they're using cooking grease in prison, no baby oil for PD. Oh, he got jokes. All right. Well, I just did see a thing about Diddy, and they were saying that he getting ready to spend his first Christmas in prison, and it could be the first Christmas of many Christmases, because his trial is coming up. That joint is coming up in May. And from everything that's going on, his lawyer said that, Diddy might just take the whole joint. He might just take the stand. And that would be crazy, but you never know. It may work out for him, because, like his lawyer said, nobody can tell the story. Nobody can tell the story the way that Diddy can tell it, because it's his story. So I believe that too. But if you want to talk about Diddy, I'm gonna drop some Diddy. Some boy is hot, the naked truth. Ride. That, of course, is Rodney Jones, the producer who is suing Diddy for $30 million. Well, on Monday, he added onto his complaint. He actually doubled down on what he'd already said and added even more. You may have heard he claims he has over 100 hours of video and audio that he took while he was with Diddy for around a year, that he lived with him as he worked with him. Now, I mean, if you just think about it, this dude was actually sitting around for a year recording everything that was being said. At least that's what he says. Everything that was being said, everything that, audio and video. Like, you can't trust nobody. This dude was working with him now before he decided. Hi, Angel Dickerson. Nice to meet you too. I'm Golden Girl. Very nice to meet you. How is it that you can't trust nobody? Like, this man was living with Diddy, and before he got to the point where, he decided that he was going to sue Diddy and that Diddy wasn't going to, give him his money, $29,000. Like, that was what the man wanted. He wanted $50,000. But Diddy and them offered him $29,000. And because they offered him $29,000, he was just like, oh no, they really doing me dirty. I gotta sue them and record 100 hours. You know how long it take to record 100 hours of stuff? This dude must have been recording ongoing for a long time. But he said in those recordings, and I do remember, I read the entire lawsuit. He said that in those recordings, he has Diddy admitting to shooting the lady in the face years ago, back in 99. He said Diddy told him that he shot that lady in the face and that he got away with it. And he showed him his guns and everything. And he told him that Shine took the fall for him. This is what Little Rod said. And I'm like, damn, you was in the man's house and you was just recording for what you might do later. Like, that part right there, you really can't trust nobody. I'm like, damn, this is crazy. Chicago, checking. What up? Shout outs to Chi-Town in the building. All right, so that's just crazy when you think about it. This is images right here from actually 50 Cent's baby mom was the one that Little Rod said came in the bathroom while he was in the bathroom urinating. He said she came in there and was like going down on him, like trying to give him hair. He said he pushed her off and so forth, but he ain't pushed her off but so far before she got a chance to get that joint in her mouth. And that's what 50 Cent is so mad about, because Diddy had his baby mom on deck, total sex worker. So when he was saying, yeah, she is sex worker and all that, he was trying to make a joke about it. 50 Cent was, but deep down in his heart, that nigga was broke up. That's his baby mom. And he like, damn, my baby mom was really over there doing whatever Diddy wanted her to do. And since he already know that he got some videos, Diddy was sharing videos about what different people was doing with all the rappers. And so go figure, he probably sent, this is alleged, I don't know, but he more than likely, Diddy sent 50 Cent video of his baby mom getting it popping, probably with him and some other people. But she is the one that's alleged that had went down on Little Rod and did it while he was in the bathroom. And the man just got finished peeing. She didn't even let him wipe nothing. Just started going down on a nasty joint. And at the end of the day, it's out there. The videotapes are out there in the industry. People are trying to sell the videotapes. And it's a lot of people that was at the parties that was sneaking around. Now, we know that Diddy was taking phones and everything of people that were coming in. They was like, oh, they got to take the phone. You can't have your phone in this party. And that's the way they used to be. Like, check your phone. It's like a phone check-in. Check your phone in. You get it back at the end of the night. All that shit, right? So with all that being said, the only people that may not have had to check their phone, and then it was people that was at parties ongoing. So they decided, whatever, I'm going to bring two phones and I'm going to check this phone in, but I'm going to keep this phone over here because they wanted to record. So you got some celebrity bodyguards that's out there right now, and they claiming they got footage and they trying to sell that footage to the celebrities that's on it. Like, if you don't want this to come out, you can purchase this from me right now. And they trying to sell videos all out here in Hollywood, all up in New York and in Miami to all these different people that was at the parties that was doing it and getting it popping. And they was definitely getting it popping. All right. Listen, everybody that's in the comments, what are you thinking? Like, how are you feeling about the whole joint? Do you think that Diddy is going to get out? That's a question I have for y'all. If you on here now, do you think that Diddy is going to get out? Diddy has really gotten out of a lot of situations over the years. I mean, the shooting back in 99. He just, last year, he just bust the football coach in the face with a barbell and everything. And he paid that man off allegedly, and he got out of that. Like, he was supposed to go to jail for that. Everybody was right there on the field, witnessed it, everything. And so, but he still was able to get out of it. So it's like, do you think that Diddy is going to actually be able to get out of this joint? That's what I want to know. No Diddy. Do you think Diddy is going to be able to get out of it? Because he got out of a lot. He got a lot of money. And you know what I'm saying? He's still trying to use it. But they said that for Christmas, Diddy going to spend his first Christmas in jail. There will be no appeal between now and December 25th. That's for sure. They said that he will be allowed to play games, to do sports, and to have whatever they have in jail for Christmas to eat. So I'm like, what? All right, let me see. Baby DJ said Puff not coming home. They got the FBI director daughter on the case now, and she put away the Max. The Epstein girl. She want to put her away. Well, I mean, I don't know, but it's not looking good. I don't know. And she a woman at that. Okay, Angel Dickinson said, I really don't want to judge, but never mind. I feel bad for the girls. All right. And it's definitely a whole mess. The whole situation is a mess. But I said this before, and I'll say it to the end. All of the women and the men that were at these parties, they really wanted to be there. Nobody was forced to come to the party. Everybody was hoping that they were going to get an invitation to the party. Like, people was literally dying to get to these parties because it's like a status quo. You get an invite to a Diddy party, especially when he did his 50th birthday party. Oh, everybody was there. You had all white celebrities. I mean, all of the white celebrities in Hollywood was at that party. And now that they're seeing what happened, they're seeing that he had all of these cameras in all parts of his house, and they know they was going in back rooms. Like, this is one of those things where in Hollywood at mansion parties, people are always going to mansion parties. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that. All right. People are always having mansion parties out here in LA. That's every day, all day. Like, mansion parties pop off the most during the week. Like on a Tuesday night, somebody will call and be like, oh yeah, such and such having a mansion party, and you want to go with me? And it's on. Like, they having a mansion party on a Tuesday night. It's like a party that people be having on. People be waiting to the weekend to have their party, regular people. But not here in Hollywood. No, a Tuesday night or Wednesday night is the best nights to have mansion parties. And when they had these mansion parties, they be in these rooms, in these back rooms and everything, doing whatever it is they doing. But let me tell you, nobody was doing it like Diddy was doing it. As far as having cameras everywhere, not to say that after the idea came, not to say that they ain't all like, oh yeah, I'm gonna set up cameras in my house too. But people are scared now because they like, damn. So certain people know, like a lot of people know who had the main parties. Like, Puff was number one with it. And that was one of the most exclusive parties that people wanted to be invited to. But then there are other people that had parties. I was talking about it yesterday, about the last one that I did, the last mansion party that I did. It was with Neo. And like, I had to go off in there, and I was on some Philly shit. I just snapped. People left the party after I got finished snapping. I was going off. It was like, you know how that Philly just come out. I'll beat you like what? What you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't even about no sex. It was about the money. I'm like, I don't care about this party. Y'all better come up with that cash. And they was thinking, this is a great opportunity. A promotional thing. You know, you'll get more parties at this. I'm like, I'm a made woman. I'm gonna get parties anyway. That's what I want to do. I don't need you to be acting like you're not gonna pay me because I should be thankful to be at your party. No, I don't play like that. All right, so my man said R. Kelly gonna pee on Diddy. I don't know. I heard that R. Kelly was actually, this was about a week ago. They said some of the biggest and most notorious prisoners that was in there, like the real gangsters and stuff was in there. They said they was passing R. Kelly ass around. I was like, oh my God, it just sounded gross. They said these men were passing R. Kelly around and pretty much nothing he could do about it. And the people, the prison guards and stuff wasn't doing nothing about it either. So that's a story that came out last week about R. Kelly. So I don't know if he's going to be doing no peeing on Diddy. But what I do know is that when you said peeing on somebody, that made me think about Drake and how he got peed on by Diddy. And that's real. Like, that happened. It's not an alleged story. It really happened. And, of course, Kendrick spoke about it in a rap, telling Drake's son, like, don't ever let a man piss on you. It's just crazy that Diddy was weird like this and wanted to be in charge and, had power over everybody in the industry. And at one point, he was having that power over everybody in the industry, and everybody knew it, and nobody was doing anything about it. So I saw a lot of stuff that, everybody else, I ain't talking about it. I don't want nobody calling me like, oh yeah, well, tell us about this. I don't want to be going through nobody's situation where so they calling me, asking me no questions. So that's why it's best for me to just play the receipts, let it be heard, and live in color like the truth. You already know everybody that's in the industry, they worried about, well, if they were at the parties, and if they see, the thing about it, it's not just being at the party. The problem is people that were at the parties, they realizing now that they were probably videotaped and they knew nothing about it. So it's not what they were doing that the stuff that they remember, like, oh, well, yeah, I was at a party, it was just partying and everything. But then I woke up a couple hours later and who knows what happened to me or what somebody did to me while I was knocked out, or what they were making me do while I was halfway knocked out with the, with the drugged up baby oil, with all the ecstasy and everything like that. When you think about it, that's why people are scared, because they're like, I went back in a room and I thought I was in a private room doing something. And now I'm finding out that no room at Diddy's house was, like, not one room was private. Diddy was such a freak. He wanted to see everybody and how they was doing it, even down to his sons, because Lori Harvey, remember, it was one of his sons that was with her first. And then all of a sudden, like a month later, Diddy was with her. And I was like, oh, what a hoe. She went with the dad and the son, went with the son first. And then Diddy was like, oh, no, I want to have her. Like, I got to have that joint right there. So I'm thinking now, he must have been watching his son and the girl get it popping. I'm talking about Lori Harvey. He was watching them get it popping. And he decided in that moment that, oh, yeah, no, I got to have her, and had her. She was like, well, the dad got more money, and your dad, or did they just, pass off like, yo, my dad, he really wants you and everything. And I was like, what type of relationship would that make between a father and a son when the father is taking over the son's girl? And we saw that happen. Like, they was out in the open with it, even though the relationship with her and Diddy didn't last but for 5 seconds. And then it was over. It was like, I know she probably was like, well, damn, I should have just stayed with the son, because Diddy just had her and probably did what he do, called in a party on her and everything. And the next thing you know, well, they say he's accused of sex trafficking, but he has not been proven guilty. So I'll say, that he's been proven guilty of it. He ain't been proven guilty of it. That's what the trial is for. But the reality is all the things that he did do and all the people that come forward, half of them are lying, but everybody not lying. Some of these people are telling the naked truth. And that's the part where he's going to get caught up, because Cassie is going to be the biggest witness. And her story, even though I said yesterday in the live that I've already caught her in some lies. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring the whole joint tomorrow too, because I got a couple of people. Tomorrow we're going to wrap up DEHAVEN and the rest of his interview. The Philly story with Jay-Z that I did a year ago, but you didn't probably hear it because soon after I did the live, and within 5 minutes, certain people was calling me like, you need to take that down now. And people like, I don't really, I don't really trip like that. Like, no, if I said it, it was a fact and I meant it. And, it's what really happened. But in the time we live in now, and the way these people coming around snatching people up, I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I definitely do. Got the spill on Cassie. And I can tell you, I can show you, and I'm going to show you tomorrow, prove to you that at least some of the stuff that she was saying, she was lying about or exaggerating about. Her stories is conflicting with the stories that other people, her friends, are coming out and saying certain stuff that happened. And I'm like, wait a minute, I saw Cassie say the same story. Somebody's lying. And then the other part of it is, I feel bad about everything that happened to Cassie, but I also feel like Cassie was just the biggest gold digger in the history of hip hop. Like she rocked out with Diddy for 10 years and did anything and everything that she had to do, including getting her ass whipped, to make sure that at the end of the day, she was going to come out with that money. And that's what she did. And that's gold digging. Like, At the end of the day, she's just a gold digger who suffered